Hello friends, good afternoon all of you, and let's start for today's class. I think that only 14 students have joined, so I don't know why, because maybe this is lecture in the afternoon, so that might be the case. We'll continue anyway, whether it is 10, 12 or 15. Does not make a difference for all of us. So we people will try to continue. Meanwhile, you people can ask your friends to join the class so that we people can have a number of students here. Okay. So those who are going to join, they should join within first 5 minutes. They should not join late, because if anyone is going to join late, then it is a disturb in between. Okay. So let's continue. So we could not have lecture after immediately what we lecture completed last time, and maybe in between we have gap. So we'll try to continue with the revision of basic grammar. So I think that in the first class we people just finished some questions based on noun. Okay, so I will not teach you, but I will just revise you people. So the remaining part of that we people will try to continue in this today's class. Okay, so I will share the screen. So people just let me know if voice is audible and the screen is visible. Okay, just wait 1 minute. So someone just reply me voice is audible and the screen is also visible. So is it audible and visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Thank you. So I think that this was the last question that we people have discussed. So the noun and the questions based on that was gender we people have discussed. So in English, when we consider gender, there are 4 genders. One is masculine, second is feminine, third is neuter, and fourth is common also. So that people have discussed in previous lecture. So here you people have this question based on that gender only: odd man out, cock and hen, dog and bitch, ox and bull, horse and mare, and you people are going to point out which one is odd here. We have done this question last time, but let's revise. What do you think? Which is odd here? You can just send me to chat box. You can unmute and speak also. Yes, Rajnandini, you're right. That ox and bull, this is the similar pair of gender. Yes, Sudarshan, you are also right. Okay, so now we people will go to the next. Again, now question is based on gender, noun gender, and it says feminine of fox is what? Whether it is vixen, foxen, she fox, or foxess. What do you think? Feminine of fox. Sudarshan, Snehal, both of you are right. Others also, all of you just try to be active here. Let it be wrong. If your answer is wrong, it is not like this that you have done a big crime. Okay, Rajnandini, you are also right. So fox is male will come through, that is masculine, and feminine will be vixen. All of you are right. Not foxen, not she fox, or not foxes. So all the people are right here. Now next question is in front of you. That question is also based on gender. It says you have a pair. So first pair is of actor actress. So you people are having another word here, bachelor, and you people have to choose from the given options, whether it is lady, girl, woman, spinster. And immediately I'm getting some response from Snehal. So others please respond so that we can decide what Snehal said is right or not. So here you will come to know, you can analyze actor and actress. This is a pair of opposite gender. Rajnandini also came with her answer. Others, we are very few, only 20 are here in number. Okay, Sudarshan, that is an advantage for you, Sudarshan. If you know the meaning of lady, girl, woman, can they be answer? If you know, then you just try to find out. Can be bachelor lady, can be bachelor girl, can be bachelor woman, that you can decide. And then think of the last one, spinster. So bachelor is male. Okay, who is male? The person, the man who has not married, that person is called bachelor. Okay, similarly, a lady who did not marry, a woman who did not marry, that is called spinster. Sudarshan. Okay, and so therefore what is going to be answer here? Option D is going to be answer. So all of you are right. Those who are just sent me of spinster, that is correct answer. The next is again question based on gender is here. It says the masculine of duck is dash. Drake, drone, duckle, dog. So what do you think? Duck, masculine of duck. Come with your answer. I'm getting responses from Snehal, Rajnandini, Sudarshan. Others. Here are only few, I think 4 or 5 students who are responding. Okay, so Sakshi, Kshitija, Priyanka, Harshada, Anjali, Neha, Chaitali, Shwetali, Vaishnavi, Sonali, Rutuja, Ranjit, Samadhan, Swapnil, Nikhil, Amol, Ankit, Harshanand, all you people be active. So here, what you said, Snehal and Rajnandini, both of you are right. So Darshan, you need to reconsider here your option. So duck is female, drake is masculine of that duck. So option A is going to be answer. It is going to be correct. Priyanka, you're right. Okay. So option A is answer. The next, again, based on gender is the next question. The feminine of master is what? Miss, Mrs., Mr., Mistress. And you people can answer me. What do you think? Master, feminine of master. Snehal, Sudarshan, Rajnandini, Anjali, Rutuja. Yes, all you people are getting. Priyanka also. And all you people are right. Sudarshan, you just reconsider your option. Okay. So, master, mistress. This will be right option. Okay. Not miss, Mrs. Mr. will not be, but not miss and Mrs. also. Now pay attention. Here it is not a question. Now we have another aspect of noun, and that is number. Okay. So in English, how many numbers are there? Do you have any idea? There are two numbers. And which are these two numbers?
Singular, plural.
Yes, you're right. Singular and plural. Okay. So many of the times it is quite simple for all of us to just select singular, plural, because we all know yes, yes. But there are other parts also that we people need to consider while making singular or plural. So here we people have been given some tips that we people will consider. And first of all, it says adding yes to the nouns. So that is one way to make plural of the noun. So you can see example cat, cats. So what do people added here? Yes, added. Pen, pens. Cap, caps. Car, cars. And you people will get number of notebook, notebooks, and so many examples you people will consider where we are making plural by just simply adding what? Yes to the noun. Okay. Then there is another way that we people can make plural, and that we add es to the nouns. Okay. So which nouns which are ending in es and that becomes plural? The nouns which end with s, sh, ch, x, and z. These all letters, if they're at the end of any noun, while making it plural, you are going to add es. For example, here is dish. So you're making it plural by dishes, watch, watches, box, boxes, bus, buses, and any other example which are ending with s, sh, ch, x, or z, that will take es. Okay. Then we'll go to the next slide and try to see how we can make plural. Noun ending with y preceded by vowel sound takes only s. Try to understand what does it mean. Noun ending with what? Noun ending with y. So here you can consider this example boy. Okay. So at the end, what is here? Y is there. And what is said? Preceded by vowel sound. So before y, preceded means before y, there is vowel sound. So here is O, and O is a vowel sound. Then if you're going to make it plural, how can make it plural? By adding only s to the noun. You can see the examples. Boy, boys. We added s here only. Key, keys. We added s only. Day, days. We added s only. Toy, toys. Here also you come to know. So noun ending with y, but before y there is vowel sound like e, a, o, all are vowel sound, and so only yes is added here in these examples. Okay. Now we'll go to the next slide, and now you'll come to know noun which is ending with y preceded by consonant sound. Now what is it here? It is consonant sound now. And while making it plural, now it is we are going to add IES. This time we are going to add IES. Okay. You can see example here. Story. At the end there is Y, but before Y, what is here? There is R. R is vowel or consonant? It is consonant. So making it plural, what we people have done? We have removed this Y and we people added IES. Story, stories. Okay. Then similar, city, we have removed Y and we added IES. Cities. Body, bodies. lady, ladies. So this way also we people make it plural. Okay. Is it clear? Are you getting it? Or any questions? Are you able to get it? Are you able to understand it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Thank you. Then, okay. Now, here is another way of making plural. Noun ending with F or FE X VES. Okay. Now, we'll pay attention to the first example. Leaf, you'll come to know at the end there is F. But while making it plural, what we people have done, we have removed F and we people added VES. Leaf, leaves, life, lives, wife, wives, wolf, wolves, knife, knives, shelf, shelves, thief, thieves, calf, cows. Okay, so this way also we people make plural that VES, adding VES. Then here in this slide, you will come to know some nouns end with en or ren to make plural. You can see the example. Ox is singular, oxen. So here we people added en and it became plural. The next we people have here child and children, which is most of the times confusing. Many students, do you know how do they make plural? They call it childs. Okay, or sometimes they make it children's, which both of them are not right. You should understand child is singular, children is plural, and so you should not call childs, you should not call children's. Okay, so you people just take note of this also. Then some nouns are made plural by changing vowels. Okay, you'll come to know how you people can pay attention here in this first example. So tooth. So here we people have vowel sounds double O. We changed it to double E and it became plural. Tooth is singular, teeth became plural. Same with goose. Goose is singular, geese became plural. Foot singular, feet plural. Man singular, men plural. A became E. Mouse, mice, woman, women. So these are some of the ways that by changing vowel sounds also we make plurals. Okay, so these were the some of the points that we people have just discussed. I hope that all of you people might have got it. And now here you people have questions, and those questions now based on number. So all you people just be ready. Question says the plural of half is what? And you people tell me answer from these four options given here, which is first, second, third. Harshada, Snehal, Priyanka. I'm getting answer. Sudarshan, yes. And all people, you are having same option. Yeah, yes, Akshitija, you are also having right option. Because few seconds before we people have discussed, if, yes, Rutuja, if any now, if it is ending with F, we people are adding it VES. So therefore, accordingly, all you people have chosen this house. It is called house. Okay, half house. So this is the correct answer. Then now you people have question based on number here. It says odd man out. Okay, and you people are having options here: man, man, mouse, mouses, foot, feet, goose, keys. And you people tell me correct. Snehal immediately sending me her option. Anjali also, Kshitija also, Harshada, Rutuja, Priyanka, and all they are saying option number 2 is odd here. Okay, so man and men, singular, plural, mouse and mouses. Do we make plural like this? What will be the plural of mouse? Will tell me. Plural.
Mice.
Yes, 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 yes. All of you are right. Okay, it will be mice, not mouses. Foot, feet, right? Goose, geese. We people have just discussed, and so therefore, mouses will be odd here, which is not right. Mice will be right. Now, all you people just be alert, read question carefully, choose the correct sentence from the following, and you people have 4 sentences. I have recently bought 3 trousers. I have recently bought 3 pairs of trousers. I have recently bought 3 pairs of trousers. I have recently bought pairs of 3 trousers. It may confuse you, but at the end, you people have to choose the right sentence. Read carefully. You can take your time. Snehal, Anjali, they're coming with their option. Sudarshan, Kshitija, Rajnandini. This time options are different. Rajnandini and Harshada, they are saying option B. I have recently bought 3 pairs of trousers. So all you people can reconsider your options, think which one be correct, how it can be correct, why it can be correct, and why not remaining 3 are correct. So first, I have recently bought. Up to this, it is common. So you should not think of this. So 3 trousers, 3 pairs of trousers, 3 pairs of pairs of 3 trousers. So that is only what going to make it different and correct. Here you'll come to know there are certain nouns which are always in plural. Okay, so like this one is trousers. So trouser is never used in singular, so this cannot be option. Okay, so trouser is always trousers, like pants also. You people can consider it is not always pant, but it is pants because it is of 2 parts. Similar trousers are of 2 parts. Okay, so therefore it is always plural. Now you can consider 3 trousers, it means something different. Okay, so they are always in pairs. So therefore you cannot choose first one also. Then next is, now you people have to choose between whether B or D, whether second or fourth. Now tell me which one. Do we call 3 pairs of trousers? Pairs of 3 trousers. Okay, so those who said it's B, 3 pairs of trousers. That is the answer. Okay, 3 pairs of trousers, not pairs of 3 trousers. So you can check your answer. I have recently bought 3 pairs of trousers. Is it clear? The next question is in front of you, and this is again quite simple. How do people just tell me? Choose the plural of brother-in-law, brother-in-laws, brothers-in-law, brothers, brother-in-laws, brothers-in-laws. So which one? Or you're not able to come with answer. Rajnandini came with her option. Others, please think of your option. Tell me which is your option. Let it be wrong, but you just guess answer. Snehal, Sudarshan, Priyanka. You people have to think how we can make plural of this brother-in-law. So there are so many people who are saying option A. Okay, so people can think. I will give. If it is brother, what will be plural of brother? How you are going to make it plural? It will be brothers. Okay. So accordingly, you can choose now brother-in-law. So what will be plural now? Brothers-in-law. Okay. We have to choose plural. So it is going to be brothers-in-law. So option B is going to be answer, not brother-in-laws or brother-in-laws or brothers-in-laws, not. And with this, we are with next question. Find out the noun which cannot be used plural. So you people can read office, furniture, boy, shop. What do you think? Which noun we do not use in plural? All of you answer. I'm getting answer from Harshada. I'm getting answer from Kshitija. Kshitija saying option 3. Priyanka. Sudarshan. Don't send me different answers. You should have only one. You can check how we can make it singular plural. Rajnandini. So Sudarshan, office. Can we call office offices? Sudarshan?
No, sir. I think no, sir.
Okay. Priyanka, boy, boys, can we call it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll go with all options and then we'll come to the answer. Office, offices, we can call Sudarshan. Office, one office. Offices, 2, 3, many offices can be offices. So we use it. Furniture, furnitures. Do we call furniture in singular, furnitures in plural? We'll come to this option at the end. Boy, boys, singular boy, plural boys. Okay, so we can call it. Shop, shops. So singular shop, plural shops. But you'll come to know that furniture is not used in plural. All you people try to understand this. Remember this, that furniture itself is plural and it can be used in singular and it can be used in plural as well. But it is not used as furnitures. That you people have to understand here and remember. Okay. So correct answer will be option B. So here you don't read mouse. In fact, it is from previous slide. So don't read it. It is furniture. And here is the last part of noun that people have to consider. These are not questions, but you will come to know that number case. So in Marathi, you call it vibhakti. नामाची विभक्ती जी असते ना, that is called case. And in English people have nominative case, objective case, it is also called as accusative case, possessive case or genitive case, vocative case and dative case. If you don't have any idea, don't go deep, don't get confused also. I'll just explain it with one example, each one of these. Nominative case ज्याला आपण प्रथमा म्हणतो, where noun is used as subject. You can read this example that Lata sings a song. In this example, Lata is in nominative case. Okay, Lata sings a song, Lata is a noun and it is in nominative case because it is used as subject. Then objective case ज्याला आपण द्वितीया म्हणतो, मराठीमध्ये द्वितीया. Okay, noun used as an object, ज्याचा नाव ऑब्जेक्ट म्हणून वापर केला जातो, that is objective case. She ate a banana. So in this case, in this example, banana is a noun which is used as an object. So banana is objective case. The next is possessive case or genitive case, which shows possession. काहीतरी मालकी हक्क, स्वामित्व दाखवलं जातं, that is called possessive case. So which is showed with apostrophe to the noun. You can see the example here. That is Rahul's bag. So here what you'll see, Rahul's, your apostrophe and S. So it shows something is belongs to Rahul. What is it? Here it is bag. Bag belongs to Rahul. So therefore it is Rahul's bag. So Rahul's is a possessive case. The next is vocative case. Usually it is a kind of address. एखाद्याला संबोधून हाक मारली जाते. That is called vocative case. So in this example, boys, come here. So boys is vocative case. And here it is dative case. In dative case, you'll come to know usually in a sentence there are two objects. So if you see there are two objects, a bag of seeds, this is one object, and the prince, that is another object. So this is direct object. A bag of seeds is direct object, okay, and prince is indirect object. So here in this indirect object, the prince is called dative case. So I already told you, if it is clear to you, it is okay. If you do not understand much, don't get confused, because these are not the that much important part of, but we people have been studying noun. So I just wanted to give you people a brief idea about everything about noun. So in the beginning, people have studied noun. I have told you what is noun. Then I told you few types, that like proper noun, common noun, abstract noun, then a collective noun, that people have studied. Then people have talked about some questions based on noun, their types, collective noun and abstract noun. Then people have studied noun and singular plurals. Okay, and then people have studied noun and gender, male, female, or masculine, feminine, neutral, common gender, and noun, singular, plural, and noun case. That much we people have done. So if you have any question about noun, you people can ask me. Is there anything that you would like to know more about noun? If not, then you just tell me. If yes, please ask. Immediately, don't waste time. If it is yes, say, sir, you told this, that we do not understand anything. You please explain it again. If you don't have, sir, you can say, sir, we don't have anything. Everything is clear. So say something, yes or no. Okay, all right. So now I will stop sharing this screen and I will share another presentation. Thank you, Snehal and Rajnandini. I hope that you people will prepare. So this is just sample examples. Okay, you people need to go. You need to find more on the internet. I have collected this from internet only. So you people can search on internet and try to solve, because it will help you for prepare for competitive exams, verbal ability questions. So you shouldn't be satisfied with these examples only, but you should find more examples. Okay, so I will stop sharing this screen and I will share another one. We'll talk about now pronoun. Just one. Okay, all right. Fine. So let's continue with pronoun. So in short, I will tell you what is pronoun. So pronoun is a word which is used instead of noun. A word which is used instead of noun. Why it is used instead of noun? To avoid repetition. Okay. So suppose that you can take example, you wanted to write one paragraph about, let's say, a boy whose name is, let's say, Ganesh. Okay. So Ganesh is a good boy, Ganesh is clever, Ganesh is hardworking, Ganesh is sincere. So every time you cannot use Ganesh, Ganesh, Ganesh. So what happens here? That becomes repetition. And to avoid this repetition, we people can use a word that can be pronoun. Okay. So let's try to understand much about pronouns. Okay, so you'll come to know that here the people can see the list of personal pronouns or types we will consider. And first of all, we are going to look with personal pronouns. So why they are called personal pronouns? Because they refer to person. They refer to person. So therefore, they are called personal pronouns. And we have three persons. First person, we have second person, we have third person. Okay. So what is first person? When I talk about myself, or when we together all talk about ourselves, that is called first person. Okay, first person means what? When I am talking about myself, or if it is we are talking about ourselves, that is first person. Then second person, if you are there and I'm talking with you, then it is called second person. If you all are there and I'm talking with all of you, this is second person. And third person, now someone is not here, but I'm referring that person. Maybe he, maybe she, maybe it, maybe they. So in that case, it becomes third person. So first person, second person, and third person. So in first person, we people have both singular as well as plural pronouns. Okay. So in first person singular, we people have I. First person plural, it is we. Second person singular, you. Second person plural, you. So it is same, but if it is used in a sentence, you'll come to know you can be singular, you can be plural. I will give an example. For example, you are a student. This is one you and another is you are students. Okay, from these examples you'll come to know in first sentence you is singular and in second example you is plural, because you thought this noun student is singular, so you is singular. So students is plural, so you is plural, like this. Okay, then we'll talk about third person singular, that is he, she, it. Very important that you people have to remember, because in third person singular, in simple present tense, usually there is the subject text s or es suffix. For example, you can take he, she, it plays. Okay, so it is plays. So that yes is because of that third person singular. It is I play, we play, you play, but he, she, it plays, and they play, like this. And we people have here third person plural, that is they. Okay, so these are called personal pronouns. And now you'll see another column is here, which is objective. ज्याला आपण सर्वनामांची द्वितीय म्हणतो. Like this: I, me, we, us. You remains same as you. This you remains same as you. He, him, she, her. It remains same it. They becomes them. Okay, so this way that is objective. Then we people have possessive adjective. Possessive adjective that shows something belongs to someone. So I, me, my, we, us, our, you, your, your, he, him, his, she, her, it, its, they, them, their. Okay, and here now we people have last column which shows possessive pronoun. Okay, so like this: I, me, my, mine, we, us, our, ours, you, your, yours, you, your, yours, he, him, his, she, her, hers, it, its, they, them, their, theirs, like this. Okay. Then we people have reflexive pronouns also, or that is called emphatic pronoun also. Emphatic or reflexive, they are used to reflect or emphasize. For example, I myself, we ourselves, you yourself, yourselves, you yourselves, he himself, she herself, it itself, they themselves. Okay. Then we people have demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns are called for demonstration, to show something. Okay. So from this will come, no, these demonstrative pronouns are 4. Which are these 4? That is called this, these, that, those. This and that, they are singular. These and those, they are plural. This and these, they're used to show something which is near. Any pen, object, something like this, which is near to you, that can be shown by this and these. If something is away from you, in that case, you people can use that and those. With example, we people will try to see. This is my house. Okay, so in this case I'm near to my house and I'm saying this is my house. Okay, and another example, if I'm using something which is more, these are my books. In this case also, books are near to me and I'm showing it to somebody. In that case I can say these are my books. Okay, if I say that is my car, in this case I'm standing away from car and I'm showing somebody that that is my car. I'm not near to car. Or if I'm saying those are my friends, in this case I'm away from my friends and I'm showing them somebody that those are my friends. In that case I'm not near to my friends. So this way we people use demonstrative pronouns to show something. I hope that you people are getting it. Then we people have here indefinite pronouns like all, some, few, everyone, everybody, none, because they do not refer to anybody particularly. So therefore they are called indefinite pronouns like nobody, many, anyone, someone. These are called indefinite pronouns. Then we people have interrogative pronouns like WH words, who, whom, which, what, when they're used to ask a question. So that time they are called interrogative pronouns. Then we people have distributive pronouns. They are used to distribute. Distribute in the sense they refer to all of, everyone, like this. Each, either, neither. Okay. And here we people have relative pronouns: who, whom, whose, which, what. But this time they are not used to ask a question. Here they are used to ask question. For example, I will give you, who is there? So in this case, who is interrogative pronoun, and another example I will give, the man who gave me present is my uncle. Okay, so in this example, you'll come to know who is here used for asking question. It is interrogative pronoun. And here, the man who gave me a present. Here, this who is not used for asking a question. It is called relative pronoun. Okay. So that's all about pronoun. In short, I have explained. I hope that all you people might have got it, understood it. And now you people are going to have some questions based on this pronoun. So question is in front of you based on this pronoun. Choose the correct sentence. Those books are of I, those books are my, those books are mine, those books are I's. So what do you think? Which sentence is correct? I'm getting immediate response from Snehal. Others, please respond. Anjali also. Arshada, Sneha, Uday. So I think there are some who are thinking of option B, and there are many who are thinking option C. So those books are my or those books are mine. What do you think? Those who are thinking B, I will give one example here. This is my car. Okay. If it is my, after my we need to use some noun, and the same sentence I can write like this: this car is mine. Okay. So both are correct. Whatever I have written, these both sentences are correct. But you can consider here, those books are my. That does not sound okay. Does not sound correct. Okay. So it should be those books. Yeah. It can be like this. Those are my books. Then in that case, it will be right. Those are my books. In that case, it would be okay, but that may not be right. So what you people are going to choose? Those books are mine. That is going to be correct answer. Okay, this is correct one. Now you people have next question in front of you, and it says fill in the blank with appropriate pronoun. One should not boast of dash merits. And your options are like this: his, hers, one's, its. And you people can send me your answer. Which one? Which pronoun? One should not boast of his merits, hers merits, one's merits, its merits. Sneha and Snehal. Both of you are coming with answer. Two different answers, but I'm giving. So, Nandini again having option C. You people have to think that here, what is given, which pronoun is given here? One is given. So you people are going to choose ones here. So one should not boast of one's merits, and that's why option C is going to be answer. Then next question is in front of you. It says fill in the blank with appropriate pronoun. The person dash gave this present was my great uncle. I think that I have just gave you people this example, and you people are going to tell me which, that, who, whose, none. Harshada, Snehal, Rituja, all you people are getting it right and exact, and that is right. What is going to be answer? Who? The person who gave this present was my great uncle. Okay. Yes, Akansha. So I think that now time is up, and with this we people are going to stop here today because we have to take attendance also. And after taking attendance, we'll stop. We'll continue things like this only, and we'll come with a lot of questions and questions based on verbal ability also, grammar part also, and so many things which people will do revise. So all you people just to stay connected. I will mark present numbers, and then I will tell you which option numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 6. Then 7, 8, 9. Then 12, 13, 14. Then 18, 19, 20, 21. 22, 24, 26. 27, 28. 29, 32. 34, 37. 38, 41. 46, 52. 53, 59. 23, 49. So here are some students who have not mentioned their roll numbers, like Ankit Naiknavre is there, Rushikesh More is there, Vaishnavi Zadav is there. If you people rename with your roll numbers, or you just tell me your roll numbers into chat box so that I can mark your attendance. Otherwise, the people might be marked absent. Rushikesh 57. Ankit is there. Vaishnavi 15. So Ankit Naiknavre, if it is audible to you, if you are paying attention, what is your roll number, Ankit? Otherwise, you will be marked absent. Okay, so now all of you pay attention to the absent numbers. I will announce absent numbers. Roll number 4, 5, 10, 11, 16, 25, 30, 31, 33, 35, 36, 39, 40, 42, 43, 44, 45, 47, 48, 50, 51, 54, 55, 56, 58, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. These are all absent. So if it is clear to you, we are going to stop here. I'm going to end it. Ankit, it is audible to you. If it is audible to you, just tell me your roll number, Ankit Naiknavre. So should I end this meeting from my side? Should I end this meeting? So I will end this meeting for all.